Now that we've looked at some of the patterns of the slope and the y-intercept, let's get into actually graphing a line. Our lines so far have been in this form, y equals mx plus b. That's called slope-intercept form. Anything that's in this form will be a line, will be linear. It's named slope-intercept form because the m tells us the slope and the b tells us the y-intercept. So that's what we do. Let's look at our first line. Y equals 2/3 x plus 5. What do we know about this line? It's going to have a y-intercept of 5. It has a positive slope, so it will go uphill from left to right. And it's less than 1, so it'll be flatter than 45-degree angle. So let's graph it. Start out with the b number, the y-intercept. That's 5. So go to your graph and make a dot at 5. That's a good starting point or anchoring point from our line. Next, take the m number. It's 2/3. Make it into a fraction. Well, 2/3 is already a fraction, so I could just leave it. The top number, the numerator, is the rise, and the denominator is the run. So that means you're going to rise 2 and run 3. So I'm going to go up 2, right 3. That's my pattern. So from my starting point dot here, I'm going to go up 2, right 3, make a dot. Up 2, right 3, make a dot. Do that same pattern backwards as well. Down 2, left 3, down 2, left 3. So now I connect my points with a line. That line will go on forever and ever both ways. I always like to check at the end if I have a positive slope that I'm going uphill from left to right. So if I was a little dude walking on my line, I'd be walking uphill. I always check that. That's something that I find a lot of mistakes on tests. The line will be going the wrong direction. Okay, let's try this next one. Y equals -1/2 x minus 2. Start with the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the b number, which is -2. Put a dot there. Next, take your m number. That tells us the slope. So we know that our line is going to be going downhill from left to right, and it's kind of a flatter line, flatter than 45 degrees, since my number is less than 1. So take your number, -1/2. I like to put the negative with the numerator. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Make it into a fraction. Your number is already a fraction. The top number is our rise. The bottom number is our run. So I'm going to rise -1. So I'm actually going down 1, right 2. How I set it up, you're always going to go right because that bottom number will always be positive. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Okay, so start at your starting point and go down 1, right 2, make a dot. Down 1, right 2, make a dot. Continue your same pattern backwards. And then draw your line. Double check at the end. I had a negative slope, so I'm going downhill. From left to right, a little dude would go downhill if he walked on my line. Let's look at the next problem. Y equals -x plus 3. So we know we're going to cross the y-axis at 3. Our line will go downhill. Since it's a slope of -1, that's going to be a 45-degree angle going down. That might be enough for you to actually graph the line right now, but I'll show you how to go through our method anyway. B numbers first, +3, that's our y-intercept. Go to the y-axis, put a dot on 3. Take your slope number, your m number. What is the m number? First of all, it looks like there's nothing there, just a negative sign. Remember that -x is the same thing as -1x. So my m number is -1. I'll make that into a fraction by putting a 1 underneath of it. So then the -1 is my rise, the 1 is my run, so I'm going to be going down 1, right 1. So down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. Same pattern backwards. And connect your points with a line. Double check your slope. My slope is negative. So a little dude going left to right would go downhill on my line. Y equals 3x minus 5. -5 is the B number. It's my y-intercept. My slope is 3. So it's positive. I'm going to be going uphill, and it's a number larger than 1. So it's going to be a pretty steep line, steeper than a 45-degree angle. So let's take our m number, 3, and make it into a fraction. Put a 1 underneath of it. Those two numbers tell me my rise and my run. So I'll go up 3, right 1. Start at your -5, go up 3, right 1, dot. Continue your same pattern backwards. And draw your line. Double check your slope. Your slope number is positive. And going from left to right, a little dude would be walking uphill on your line, which is what we want. I want to go back and talk a little bit about negative numbers and how I deal with them. Notice here, my slope, my m number was -1, and I put -1 over 1. Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Why do I put it with that numerator? Well, just so it just helps me that it's the same each time I do it. Actually, if you had any of these, they would all be the same. Having the negative with the numerator, or having the negative with the denominator, or having the negative out front. And it kind of matches up, right? Down 1, right 1 is the same thing as up 1, left 1. Up 1, left 1. Same line. So this is a legal way to write that negative. You can choose to put it with the top, with the bottom, or with the whole fraction. What you couldn't do would be to have both numbers be negative, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So I hope that helps with the negatives. If you have questions, be sure to email me.